Previously on X-Men.
What's up all you X-Men loving dudes and dudettes, Toy Shiz here, and I got a really awesome video review for you today. We are totally going to be checking out the brand new Marvel Legends series, X-Men Marvel's Beast. That's part of the Caliban Build-A-Figure wave. Shout out and a thank you to Cheney180 and the rest of the Toy Migos on Instagram. Go check them out. They gave me the heads up. They're like, hey, you know what? The X-Men wave, it's also hitting Best Buy, of all places. So it's at Target and Best Buy now. Now, the SKU number for Best Buy is going to be 63238881. This was the only one that they had in their stock room. Now, they're going to have between 1 and 3, as the girl looked it up for me. So don't expect to get the entire wave. They're kind of doing it piecemeal style. Kind of sort of doing that at Target as well. So just keep an eye out, keep an ear out. Maybe this weekend, you'll get lucky too, but hey, why not start it off with Marvel's Beast? Can't go wrong with that. Love the packaging, as usual, standard, but I really like the comic book artwork on the side. That's really looking great. Shout out to Jerry J. Wilson and Led Killa for the amazing artwork and the digital touch-ups and everything. Here is the bio if you want to go ahead and read that. Of course, here's all the figures in the wave. It's a stellar wave, baby. You can't ask for anything better than that. Let's hope the figures are just as good. Here's the barcode on the bottom as well. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited. I'm stoked to even find this guy. Let's get into it. This is the Marvel Legends X-Men Caliban Build-A-Figure Wave, Marvel's Beast. And while I got all you mutant lovers here, just want to say thanks so much for checking out my Beast review. If you like it, hit the like button. Also leave a comment. Be sure to subscribe as well. I got a heck of a lot more X-Men figures on the way. Fingers crossed. And just to show off scale with some other Marvel Legends, here he is with the Build-A-Figure piece, Apocalypse, and then the most recent Archangel release. And as you can see, he fits in rather nicely. It's a good size with Apocalypse and with Archangel. In terms of height, this beast is actually pretty massive. He's going to clock in just underneath the 7-inch mark. If you kind of measure out his wingtips and such, he might just come about the 7-inch, but he's almost there. That's pretty awesome, and I'm glad that they packed in such a heavy, hefty figure in such a package. Well done, Hasbro. And then also to show some scaling with the most recent Marvel Select Beast, you can see that he is much shorter, but in terms of coloring and when I did the Beast review, this is what I think of as Beast in the terms of his coloring. This is just a way, way too dark of a shade for Beast. He's always been a more light blue sort of deal. Even, you know, if they wanted to do a gray repaint, that'd be cool as well. But Beast is blue. He's a light blue, and I like this one a heck of a lot better. So let's get into the actual Beast figure himself now. He comes with the head of the Caliban Build-A-Figure. Nice white, gray, almost vampiric type skin. I think it works well for this figure. I'm actually really excited to build this Caliban. I have high hopes for it. I want to see how it looks fully built. But I love the eyes. The yellow eyes look very creepy. I like the gray shading underneath as well. Nicely painted mouth, nicely painted teeth underneath. Not much to it. Don't have to worry about that. But like I said, I hope to get the other set of the figures very soon. Now, the Beast comes with basically not pairs of hands, but 4 different hands entirely. You got a open palm hand, you got a fist hand, you got a book reading hand, and then a gun holding hand, basically. No trigger, well, kind of a trigger finger, but 4 different hands all together, and they are nicely sculpted. Very, very nice overall. Goes from that black to the blue. I would have liked to have seen some paint on the fingernails, maybe like a dark sort of paint to go and kind of accent it, but I'm glad they put the fingernails in, and they are really nice. And as you can see on this hand, you know, he's got more of that, like he's holding something. It does look like a gun holding hand, and you can kind of maneuver his finger to be a trigger. And on this hand, I would say a book, if anything. Or he's just giving you that, like, yeah, who wants these? There's only 4 X-Men figures left on the shelves. Anyways, with the head sculpt, I absolutely think they nailed it. I think that's a great rendition, especially of the old animated series. It would have been nice to have an extra head portrait, not going to lie, but I think this portrait captures him really good. I really like that. I like his hair. It flows a lot better. It's not like the Marvel Select. He had a little bit too much of the Wolverine hair going on. This is the epitome of Beast. So in that sense, I think they nailed it. The mouth is open, nice eyes, no pupils in the eyes, but it fits well on the figure. He has an overall nice blue color to him, some black wash on the shoulders, upper neck, right here on the chest, kind of almost like a black-brown right here. It's a little bit lighter in tone. All along the shoulders, the arms, the forearms, the hands. Overall on the tops of his feet, down here on his calves. A little bit on the back, nothing more in this area right here, but overall, I think that they did a great job in the coloring, the shading, the overall aesthetics. I like his shorts. I like the yellow belt buckle. One thing to notice with the belt, however, is that it kind of rides up a little bit. You're going to have some problems maybe right out the box. I know I did. It just kind of goes up a little bit too high and goes into his abdomen. What you can do is I just kind of push this back. You'll kind of have to fight with this little bit of a gappage right here. But once you finagle it, it kind of gets down right to where it should be in a perfect seated position. So in terms of his articulation, I know a lot of you were hoping that this would be a thing, but unfortunately, it is not. It is one of those things where you can actually push his hands all the way back, which actually gives a nice range of motion right there. But his arms are way too loose for you to achieve that one-handed pose. I've tried it. Maybe if you get lucky, your joints will be a lot more stuck in position, but as far as mine went, no, it's way too loose, and as you can see, it just kind of jumbles around too much. For the articulation, he's loaded with it. He's going to have butterfly joints right here at the shoulders. That's actually, it gives you a nice range of movement on both sides, so you can kind of bring them back all the way just like that. Not too shabby right there. He has a ball-jointed head. Now, he can't really look down. He can look up about that much, so he does get some motion out of that. That's not too bad at all. Overall, I would say a nice range of motion out of the beast. He has rotation at his biceps, and he's got a double-jointed elbow system, so that works really well. You know, like, oh, hey, what's up? In terms of his wrists, like I said before, you can rotate them back and forth, and they go side to side. He has a upper waist crunch, lower waist crunch, but he does not have a waist swivel, which is really interesting, actually. Yeah, he does not have a waist swivel. So that's what I mean about pulling the belt back down just like that. He kicks up about that much, kicks back about that much. He has a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and he's got some wild feet. Check this out. So he's got ankle rocker there, and then it can go up and down right there, and then he has toe rotation. So I love, they really did some great stuff with this beast. This is a great update to the Toy Biz version. You could tell they took a lot of what they did and just really nailed it home with this. You can do a lot of great poses. You know, if you wanted to situate him hanging upside down, you could definitely do that. It's going to take, you know, some finesse, some finagling, but you can definitely get him in some outrageous, amazing poses. I have to give it to him on this one. This is actually really a lot of fun. You can crunch him up. You could do yoga beasts, you know, just something like that. I think a lot of people, you're going to have fun with this beast figure. So that is going to do it for my fresh look at the Marvel Legends Caliban Build-A-Figure Wave Beast action figure. Got him all set up in the Marvel Select Danger Room. Now, like I said, this is a great little diorama piece for the beast. I'm sure a lot of you, if you have it, you could do a lot more poses, things with that. It's very cool for this particular beast, and I got a little book to read while he's in the Danger Room, or, you know, if you wanted to go full-on animated series, while he's in prison, you could have Rogue and Gambit visit him. This is how nerdy this gets. Anyways, what do you guys think about the Beast figure? Is it for you? A big plus for this figure is the paint, the color scheme, everything about it. I even like the head portrait as well. Would have been nice to have a couple different head portraits just to kind of differentiate him. Maybe have some glasses, give old Hank McCoy some culture here and there. Maybe some accessories, a book, or something like that. I think you're going to have a blast with this figure. The articulation is very good. I'm a little perturbed why they didn't have a waist swivel on him. That's a little wonky thing. I even admit I think that's odd to have so much articulation and he doesn't have the waist, but I think he makes up for it in a lot of other ways. He's got the articulation everywhere else. You just kind of have to leave that one alone. Make sure to check out Target and Best Buy stores to try and locate these. I think still they're going to kind of hit rather light in some instances. Those are the only two stores that have gotten them so far, but we'll see what happens in the future. We also got Endgame and Spider-Man Homecoming as well on the way. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, read a poem or a sonnet every once in a while, just like Beast does. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.